Before we begin today, just a small, gentle reminder. If you enjoy learning English in a calm, real, human way, you can like this episode and subscribe to FluentX. It quietly supports the podcast and helps us keep creating slow, thoughtful English for you. All right, let's begin.
Welcome back to the FluentX English Speaking Podcast. Today's topic is special. It's emotional, and for many learners, it feels difficult. Because today we're talking about how to express love and care in English.
Let's start honestly. Many English learners can talk about work. They can talk about travel. They can talk about daily life. But when it comes to love, to care, to emotions, words disappear.
Yes, and that's very human, because love is personal. And when you use another language, you feel exposed. You think, what if my words sound strange? What if I sound too weak? What if I sound too much?
And sometimes people stay silent, not because they don't feel love, but because they don't know how to express it in English.
Here's something important. Expressing love in English does not mean using big romantic words. It's not about poetry. It's not about perfect sentences. It's about honesty.
Yes, in real life, native speakers express love very simply, sometimes with just one sentence, sometimes with one warm phrase, sometimes with tone, not words. A soft smile. And today, we'll explore that together. Let's slow down and understand something important. In English, love and care are connected, but they're not the same.
Love is a feeling. Care is an action. You can love someone, but when you show care, that love becomes real.
And in English, people often express care more than love because care feels safe, comforting, every day.
Let's talk about real, natural English, not movie English. For example, instead of saying something dramatic, people often say, "Did you eat today?"
Soft smile. This is care. Or they say, "Let me know when you get home." That sentence is not romantic in movies, but in real life, it's very loving.
Exactly. Care English lives in small moments.
Now, this part is very important. You can say the same sentence in two different ways, and the feeling changes completely. For example, "You're okay." If you say it quickly, it sounds empty. But if you say it slowly, softly, voice lowers, gentle warmth, "You're okay," that becomes care.
Smiling. So when you express love or care in English, slow down. Let your voice breathe. Let your feeling lead.
Many learners worry about this. If I express love in English, will I sound weak? Soft reassurance. The answer is no. Expressing care is strength.
Yes, emotional English doesn't make you small. It makes you human. And people connect with humans, not perfect speakers.
Here's a beautiful truth. In English, you don't always need to say, "I love you." Sometimes, care speaks louder.
For example, "I'm here for you." That sentence is powerful. Or, "Take your time, I understand." That is emotional safety.
Let's talk about silence for a moment. Sometimes, after saying something caring, you don't need to say anything more. Soft pause, calm breath. Silence can be warm.
Yes, don't rush to fill space. Let your words land. Let the emotion breathe.
This is important. Broken English with honest emotion is better than perfect English with no feeling.
People don't remember grammar. They remember how you made them feel.
If expressing love in English feels scary, that's okay. It means it matters.
And today, you've taken the first step. You've started listening, understanding, feeling the language.
In this first part, we talked about what love and care mean in English, why it feels difficult, and how simplicity creates connection. In the next part, we'll explore romantic love, daily care, and how to speak from the heart without fear.
Stay with us. You're doing beautifully.
Welcome back. If you listen to the first part, you already understand something important. Expressing love in English is not about big words, it's about being real. And in this part, we're going to move closer to the heart.
Yes, now we'll talk about romantic love, daily care, and how people naturally express affection in English without sounding fake, without sounding dramatic, just real human connection.
Let's start with something surprising. In real life, romantic English is often very quiet, not like movies, not like songs.
Yes, in movies, people say long, emotional lines, but in real relationships, love sounds simple. Sometimes it sounds like, I miss you. That's it.
I miss you is one of the most natural expressions of love in English. It doesn't pressure, it doesn't demand. It simply says, you matter to me.
And the way you say it matters. If you say it slowly, warmly, I miss you, it feels safe.
Now let's talk about daily care. Care lives in routine sentences. For example, did you sleep well? This sentence carries kindness.
Or make sure you eat. It may sound simple, but emotionally it's very strong because it shows attention.
Many learners are afraid to ask about feelings. They think, what if I sound awkward? But English has very gentle ways to ask. For example, how are you feeling today?
Or even softer, are you okay? That sentence can open hearts.
One of the most powerful expressions of love in English is support. Not advice, not solutions, support.
For example, I'm here for you. This sentence doesn't fix anything, but it comforts everything.
Here's something important. In English culture, listening is love. Sometimes the most caring thing you can say is, I understand.
And sometimes you don't even need to say that. Just staying quiet and present is enough.
Some learners worry about sounding too intense. English prefers balance. For example, instead of saying something very strong, people say, I really appreciate you.
That sentence is gentle, but deep. It shows respect and love together.
English often uses softeners to make love sound gentle. Words like just, really, a little. For example, I just wanted to check on you.
That sentence feels warm, not demanding.
Let's talk about hard moments. When someone is stressed, sad, or tired, you don't need perfect words.
You can simply say, that sounds really hard. That sentence says, I see you.
This is very human. Sometimes you don't know what to say, and that's okay.
You can say, I don't know what to say, but I care. That sentence is honest, and honesty builds closeness.
Let's slow this down. Love is not just words. It's your pace, your pauses, your softness.
Speak slowly. Let your voice smile. Allow silence. That's where emotion lives.
Many learners hide emotion in English, but you don't need to. Emotion doesn't make your English weak.
It makes it real, and real English connects.
In this part, we talked about romantic expressions, daily care, supportive English, and gentle emotional language. In the final part, we'll talk about expressing love in difficult conversations, setting boundaries with care, and keeping emotional English healthy.
You're learning more than English. You're learning connection.
Welcome back to the final part of today's episode. If you've listened to parts 1 and 2, you've already felt something shift. Because expressing love in English is no longer just about words, it's about presence. It's about emotional honesty. And in this part, we're going deeper.
Yes, this is where love becomes mature. Not dramatic, not perfect, but steady, respectful, and emotionally safe.
Let's talk about reality. Love doesn't only exist in happy moments. It also exists in difficult conversations. Moments where you disagree, moments where you feel hurt, moments where silence feels heavy.
And many English learners struggle here because they think, if I speak emotionally in English, I might hurt someone. But silence can also hurt.
Here's something important. When expressing love during difficult moments, English prefers feelings, not accusations. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you can say, "I feel unheard sometimes."
That small change matters because it keeps love present even in conflict.
"I feel" is one of the safest emotional phrases in English. It doesn't attack, it doesn't pressure, it opens a door.
For example, I feel a little distant lately. That sentence invites connection, not defense.
Now let's talk about boundaries. Many people think boundaries mean less love, but healthy English shows us something different. Boundaries are care for the relationship.
For example, you can say, I care about you, but I need some time to think. That sentence holds love and honesty together.
Saying no doesn't mean you don't care. It means you respect yourself.
In English, you can say, I'm not comfortable with that, but I appreciate you understanding. That is gentle strength.
Here's a quiet truth. Long-lasting love is not built on big moments. It's built on consistency.
Simple sentences repeated over time, like, are you okay? I'm thinking about you. I'm here. Those sentences create safety.
Apologies are a form of love. Not just saying sorry, but showing understanding.
For example, I'm sorry if that hurt you. That wasn't my intention. That sentence heals.
Let's talk honestly again. When emotions are strong, your English may not be perfect, and that's okay.
Emotion matters more than grammar. People remember sincerity, not sentence structure.
Sometimes, after expressing love or care, silence is the most respectful response.
Don't rush. Let feelings settle. Let presence speak.
At first, emotional English feels uncomfortable, but with time it becomes natural.
And one day, you'll realize something quietly powerful. You're no longer translating emotions. You're feeling in English.
Love in English is not loud. It's patient. It's respectful. It's present.
And care is love in action. Every gentle word, every calm pause, every honest sentence.
If expressing love in English still feels scary, that's okay. It means your heart is open.
And today, you've learned something deeper than language. You've learned how to connect.
This brings us to the end of today's episode. How to express love and care in English. Speak slowly. feel deeply. Let your voice carry warmth.
Your English doesn't need to be perfect to be meaningful.